love the cello, I love music, but I felt when I was studying a little restricted by the classical etiquette and also attitude and lack of diversity. When I finished, I decided to keep branching out and I joined a couple of non-classical bands. Whilst I was learning how to write lines for other people's music, I decided I wanted to do that as well with my own ideas. I started composing over COVID and collaborating with visual artists. And then I was offered a residency at Max Richter New Le Mans studio, and I recorded my first album there that I'd composed, which came out last year. And that was my big outing. I think because I wrote the first album totally for fun with no career plan in mind, it was quite a mental leap for me to go from being a session player to people perceiving me as an artist, because I'm quite an unserious person. So for people to be asking me very serious questions, it's taken a sec to catch up mentally. But I think it's also given me a lot of confidence, and artists are allowed to be weird. And I've been like, okay, great, finally it can all come out. Rather than developing into a soloist, I feel like it's more like a reverting into who I should be. The typical day does not exist. Sometimes I'm driving up to Studio Richter for rehearsals. If I'm going on tour with Cellist, we'll be doing rehearsals usually at Premises Studios in Hackney. I work with LCO a lot, often at the Barbican or the Albert Hall. Sometimes I do functions, sometimes I do weddings on the weekend. If I don't have any scheduled work that day, what I tend to do is have my 5 hours alone time in the morning. I usually wake up around 6 and just have a think for an hour or so. Right. I think all the time about things, and eventually it lapses into music often. There's usually a soundtrack to most of my thoughts. So if I'm enjoying the soundtrack in my head, sometimes maybe I'll write it down, because maybe other people would enjoy this soundtrack. All of my stuff has a very vivid visual world. The part that I find most difficult is making the shift from an idea in the ether / my head to a tangible score. It's a practice, just how it's nice to perform the cello. Do I love playing scales every day? Not necessarily. It becomes more clinical when I'm getting it down on the paper. Actually getting it from my mind to the score on the computer is logistically quite annoying for me. I'm a little impatient. I just have so many ideas I want to realise, and they're just taking time. Obviously I love my job, but I don't love every single freelance job I'm doing. And it's very tiring. I do a lot of driving all across the UK. I don't get back at 9 o'clock and then want to flesh out my own ideas. I want to go to sleep. It would be nice to be able to, record it. It could be a demo, then go back to the drawing board, then come back to it, then come back. You could craft it slowly over time. And it wouldn't necessarily make a better product, because sometimes I think diamonds are made under pressure. But I would just love at some point to have a proper home set up so that I could do more. I always just have 100 things going on, and actually, I think I'm quite spiritual. Everything happens at the right time for the right reason. So if I just take a sec to fully realise these ideas in private, away from the instrument, away from the studio, and then I can just record them really meticulously, then that might be the best way for me to go about it, regardless. I'm writing my next piece, which is a mass, because although I'm feeling balanced and calm after many years of strife, I just know that everyone globally is feeling a kind of cosmic weight. So I wanted to write a piece in response to this. This mass idea I've had for about a year. It's funny because I think of myself as quite a decisive person, but with my own work, maybe I'm just bossy, because with my own work, it takes me a while to confront my feelings about it. And initially, I was going to score it for an orchestra. Orchestration is a real skill, and one that can be studied forever, and one that I've never formally studied. Obviously, I was using MIDI samples on my free score computer program. so it was never going to sound amazing, but I was just like, this is just not what I had in mind. The kind of depressing influences I'm considering whilst writing this, I was like, I'm not doing it justice, so I'm not doing it. Over those 6 months, it just all kind of started like clicking into place, and I was like, just because masses are traditionally for orchestras, that's not a rule. So I just basically reconsidered the orchestration process and decided, for various reasons, that I can still write a piece with that spirit in mind, but it doesn't have to be for a full orchestra. Partly because I want to be able to perform it on my own, and I don't have a full orchestra. And partly because I don't have the money for a full orchestra. So, and partly because also then I can have more control over it because it's all me playing each part. Sometimes it just takes a sec to have a think about it because no one knows what you're thinking. And I think sometimes, as I say, like necessity can breed like what you actually want to do. And I think at this level, I'm really enjoying realizing my ideas all on my own actually. And even if I had the financial choice, I think I would still do that with this project right now, just because I really know how I want it to go. So yeah, what was the question?